Welcome all, my dear friends. Let us continue our journey in the world of IPR by a series of question sets of the Patents Act 1970 and the Patents Rules 2003. Questions only can give us freedom from our mental cages. So, never stop questioning. Okay, so with this beautiful thought, let us continue our journey in the question series. We never ask, why do the flowers bloom instead of all the oppositions from the weather? Friends, this is nature, but we are dealing with the legal world where we need to ask questions and we need to get the reasonings for the answers of the questions. Okay, so with this beautiful thought, let us proceed to our question set. Question number 1. Mention of inventor as such in patent is the title for which section of the Patents Act 1970? Okay, and the answer is section 28. Okay, and for this please refer section 28 of the Patents Act 1970. Okay, again friends, what we will do now, we will just refresh our memory by taking the old slide from my first lecture. Okay, so let us have a look here. Form number 8 is request or claim regarding mention of inventor as such in a patent. Fine. And the relevant section is section 28, that is mention of inventor as such in patent. The relevant rules are Rule 66, 67 and 68. Okay, what is Rule 66? This is form of making a request under section 28 subsection 2. What is rule number 67? This is form of making a claim under section 28 subsection 3. And rule 68 is form of application to be made under section 28 subsection 7. Okay, and here also the relevant section is 28, but some specific subsections are mentioned here. One is subsection 2, subsection 3 and subsection 7. Okay, so I would request you, all of you, to please set this picture in your mind so that whenever any kind of question from any of this, that means from the section, from the rule or the form comes, you can very well remember and answer it correctly. Okay friends? Question number 2. A request or claim under the provisions of section 28 shall be made before the grant of patent. True or false? Yes, the answer is true. And for this, please refer section 28 subsection 4 of the Patents Act 1970. Okay. Also, you can refer to this figure. Fine. Question number 3. Which form is used to file as per the provisions of section 28? The answer is Form 8. And what is Form 8? The title is Request or Claim regarding mention of inventor as such in a patent. You can refer this picture also. Fine. Question number 4. As per section 28, any other person who alleges that he ought not to have been so mentioned may at any time apply to the controller for a certificate to that effect, and the controller may, after hearing, if required, any person whom he may consider to be interested, issue such a certificate. Okay. Now this is the statement. Is it true? Which rule may be linked to this statement? Okay, the answer is yes, this statement is true, and the relevant rule is rule number 68. Okay, so for this, please refer section 28 subsection 7 of the Patents Act 1917 and rule number 68, whose title is form of application to be made under section 28 subsection 7. Fine. So here you can find out the key points here. Key phrases: the controller issue such a certificate. That means we can say that the essence of subsection 7 of section 28 is issuing a certificate. That means requesting and issuing of a certificate. Okay. Question number 5. If any person other than a person in respect of whom a request in relation to the application in question has been made under section 28 subsection 2 desires to be mentioned as aforesaid, he may make a claim in the prescribed manner in that behalf. Is this true? What is the appropriate rule for this statement? Okay, now the statement, we can say the key points here are other than a person and desires to be mentioned. Okay, so here this, yes, the statement is true and the relevant rule is rule number 67 of the Patent Rules 2003. Okay, so for this please refer section 28 subsection 3 of the Patent Act 1970. And what is rule 67? This is form of making a claim under section 28 subsection 3. Fine. Question number 6. Form of making a request under section 28 subsection 2 is the title for which rule of the Patents Rules 2003. Okay, so what is the statement? The statement is, or we can say what is the title? The title is form of making a request under section 28 subsection 2. Okay, so the answer is rule number 66. We can refer this slide as well. Take a look here. Rule number 66 is form of making a request under section 28 subsection 2. So what is rule 66? Rule 66 is form of making a request under section 28 subsection 2. Just by repeating a statement again and again, it gets set in your mind so that you will never forget it. Fine. Question number 7. Form of making a claim under section 28 subsection 3 is the title for which rule of the Patents Rules 2003? And the answer is rule number 67. So what is rule 67? This is form of making a claim under section 28 subsection 3. Same is mentioned here. Okay, that means 3 times repeated, so you can remember it very well. Fine. So you can also remember by taking the key point here, like claim is for rule 67. Okay, that means rule 67 talks about making a claim. Okay. Question number 8. Form of application to be made under section 28 subsection 7 is the title for which rule of the Patents Rules 2003? The answer is rule number 68. And what is the title here? The same thing is repeated here. Form of application to be made under section 28 subsection 7. Again it is repeated here as well. Rule number 68. Form of application to be made under section 28 subsection 7. When you repeat the same statement here for 3 times, automatically you will remember it and cannot forget. Fine. Okay. Question number 9. A copy of the claim and the statement shall be sent by the controller to every applicant for the patent, not being the claimant, and to any other person whom the controller may consider to be interested. Is this true? Answer is yes, this is true. Please refer rule 67 sub rule 2 for this. Okay, and also observe this key phrases here. Copy of the claim and the statement. Okay, to every applicant for the patent and to any other persons considered to be interested, like this. Okay, so what is rule 67? This is form of making a claim under section 28 subsection 3. Here also is mentioned the same thing. Rule number 67, form of making a claim under section 28 subsection 3. Fine. Question number 10. The most awaited question, right? Okay. Question number 10 is, a copy of the application and the statement shall be sent by the controller to each patentee or the applicant for patent, as the case may be, and to any other person whom the controller may consider to be interested. Is this true? Answer is yes, this is true. Please refer rule 68 sub rule 2 for this. And also friends, you can just compare between question number 9 and question number 10 and find out what is the difference. Right? So what is rule 68? This is form of application to be made under section 28 subsection 7. Same thing is written here as well. Rule number 68, form of application to be made under section 28 subsection 7. So you can very well remember that For Section 28, the subsections are 2, 3 and 7, and the relevant rules are 66, 67 and 68. That means we can just map like this. Section 28 subsection 2 is for 66. Section 28 subsection 3 is for 67, and section 28 subsection 7 is for rule 68. Fine. Okay. The reference is Patents Act 1970 as amended by Amendment Act 2005 and the Patents Rules 2003 as amended by Amendment Rules 2021. Okay friends, thank you all for watching my video and listening to me. Okay, so please like, share and subscribe the channel, and please put down your compliments, comments and queries in the comment box. Thank you. God bless you. Stay safe, stay blessed. Jai Hind.